Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be all about a Jaclyn Hill Luminous powder review. And I also got the Blendiful from Tati Beauty. The package is open because I've already done my review. I'm just coming back at the end to do my little intro. So yes, if you want to see what I think about these products and do I like them, come back and find out. Guys, so I'm very excited about this video. So I wanted to go ahead, like I said, and try the Blendiful. I wasn't going to, it didn't really excite me, but I had a friend at work that asked me to review it because she wanted to know how it was, and I said, you know what, I don't get very many requests, so I'm going to do it. I watched a few videos just to see what it was all about, to see if maybe I do want to be interested, and I thought, okay, it looks decent, so I'm going to go ahead and try it. I also finally got my hands on the Jaclyn Hill. I always want to say Jacqueline because that's the typical way to say it, but it's Jaclyn. So I finally got this. This is the Luminous powder in the color Carrots, which I have been dying to try because I really think this will be pretty from what I've seen online. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and open the Blendiful. I almost feel bad opening the package. Alrighty, so there's the little heart, and here is the Blendiful. There she is. And I don't know why, but on camera, I always thought this was black, but in person, it looks more like a very dark green color. And it's shaped like a heart, so it's very cute. And then here is the other one. Okay, so this one does feel firmer than this one, and I've heard that online as well. And then this one is very bendy. Very soft. It's very soft. It almost feels, I don't even know what to call it, but it's very soft. So, and you got your little piece on here on the back, which I'm sure everybody knows. I like that it's got enough room for me to put my whole hand in there. It's very soft on the skin. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. And I did see that they said to use a poreless primer with this. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. poreless face primer. And I'm kind of scared to use this. It's so brand new to me. I think I'm going to use this part. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put this on my face. Yeah. And then we're going to blend her out. And I'm just going to kind of bend it. And we're going to go in. Ooh, this primer, I haven't used this in a really long time, but you know what? Oh, it really does blur those pores. Wow. And, you know, it's not about the primer. It's about the Blendiful. But actually, it blended it out really well. Yeah. There's the pad. You can tell it's been, you know, it's gotten wet with product, but it feels really soft, and I feel like it blended out pretty good. So I'm not mad at that. I do feel like I have some pores on my chin, so I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit on my chin. Just a little bit. Okay. Oh, wow. I think I'm liking this primer. But anyway, yeah, it blended it out really good. Yeah, so I'm happy with that so far. So now I'm going to put my matte primer on the rest of my face just because I do tend to get a little oily. So I'm going to use my ColourPop. And I don't know why you would have to only use a poreless one. These are both like a creamy texture. So I'm going to use the Blendiful for this because everyone else was doing it exactly the way Tati said, which I get. But I want to try it. So I'm going to use the same area and just blend this out on the rest of my face. Okay. So it did its thing. Now, I don't know if this primer just worked so well because I used this, but the primer looks really good. Like, not that it looks good because you don't see it, but the way it went into my pores, I like that. I like that. So far we're winning. All right, so now I want to go in and I want to do my foundation. So today I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics liquid foundation in Naturally Flawless. I have two different colors. I haven't tried this one yet. I've used this one, but it was way too light. So I bought one in a little bit darker of a color just to try to make them match me. So golden toffee, golden beige. Okay. So I'm going to go in with the lighter one and I'm going to go ahead. I don't know. I'm going to put the product on the blender. No, I'll just put it on my face. So this is a little light. So we're gonna see what we get. And a little of this goes a long way. So I think I'm gonna take this other little corner and I'm gonna start blending it out. Well, so far I can say I like using it. It feels pretty good in my hand to use to blend out. Like, I feel like I can get into the little nooks and crannies of my face because I'm using my finger and it's soft enough that you can get your finger in there. So like it's not really stiff like this. So I feel like I can get my finger in there so it will touch the corners of my face, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of using like a pat and stroke kind of motion. So I don't feel like it's taking all the product. I feel like the product is mostly on my face. So I'm gonna put a little bit on the pad itself and see how we get that. Ooh, because this one is a little bit dark, honey. And a little orange. So this one might not be the right color for me, but once we blend it out, we'll see. Okay. I will have to say, I'm not mad at it. I really like the way it feels on the skin, and I like the way it's blending my makeup out. I'm not mad at it. I like the way it feels in my hand. Okay. Now this foundation, I know you can build it up. I'm just wondering, what I should have done is I should have did half my face with this and half my face with a sponge just to see the difference. So, because I don't really feel like I'm getting full coverage with this, but I don't necessarily want or need full coverage. And I don't see strokes on my face like I've used a brush or anything like that. It does look like it blended out really well. I don't feel like it didn't. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with it so far. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go ahead, and I don't usually use cream contour that often. I'm not a cream contour kind of girl, but due to this video, I'm gonna use a cream. And I think I'm gonna use the Shop Miss A. Excuse me, the Shop Miss A highlighters. And I wanna use this darker one. Let's see, which one is the right color? Yeah, we'll use the darker one. This one is in the color Spice. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one, just because I wanna use the cream. Alrighty. So, I think I'll just use the same side that I used for the foundation. So I've never been that great with this contour because I don't think that it's really doing much. I feel like even when I use other products, I feel like this contour kind of just blends away. I don't really feel like it gives me much coverage, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to do it lightly, but I don't really feel like it did much. Now I'm just gonna kind of squeeze it to do my nose. Just ever so lightly. Okay, now I'm not mad at what it did to my nose. I just think that came out okay. I just don't feel like I got much coverage on my face, but I don't think that's the Blendiful. I think it's the contour that I'm using, because I kind of, well, let's try it on the clean side. Let's do that. I'm just kind of using patting motions and little bitty swipes. Oh, I feel like I got a little bit with that now. I can't say I didn't. Okay. I can see it more in the camera than in the mirror. So. A little bit more on my forehead. So maybe it also blended out better because I used the cleaner side. I didn't use the side with the foundation on it. So I'll say maybe that's what it was, because it had the foundation on there, so it was mixing with that. Because I definitely feel like I got better coverage using the clean side. So there's that. Yeah, so okay, I'm not mad at this Blendiful. Not at all, but I do need to clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to do that. And since you can use this with powders, I am going to go ahead and do that as well. I'm going to use the Airspun powder. Everybody knows what the Airspun is all about. I'm going to use that just to kind of clean up under my contour. That's going to be a little tricky because I feel like this isn't as sharp of an edge, but we're going to try to make it work. So I'm just going to dip ever so lightly, more towards like the edge, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm going to try to make this work. Okay, I got a pretty straight line with that. I'm not mad at that at all. I just feel like you got to keep going in and picking up product. Okay, so there's that. So we'll let that sit and bake for just a minute. I don't typically bake, but if I'm going to do this, I do bake for a minute because I want to make sure that it cleans it up. So there's that, and I feel like it did a decent job. The only negative I can say about that is that I feel like it you had to keep going in and picking up the product to get it to keep going down your face. So, and there's what it's looking like after I used the powder. It does look like the powder kind of stuck into the, not really, because I didn't really use that tip. So I'm not going to mess with it too much. So, all right, so now I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Airspun powder to set the rest of my face, just because we're already using it. And I am going to use that same side, and I'm just going to pat. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? I haven't even done my concealer or anything. So, you know, when a girl gets going, she gets going. So I'm going to use my Shop Miss A concealer. This is one of their new concealers, and this one is in the color Nude. Or was it the other one that I had? One of these was a little too light for me. Okay, so Buff was too light, so Nude. I'm gonna use Nude. And I think I would like to use this one, but they say this one is just for powder, so the texture feels the same, it just feels firmer. So because this is smaller, I'm gonna use this one for my concealer. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the concealer on my face. All right. I'm scared to use this, but oh, we're gonna go in, so I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna pat. all, guys. Not at all. Oh, but you know what? The little fluffies are coming off. I did notice that. I had a little piece of the fabric on my forehead. So I don't know if that's because I'm using a wet product. You see that? So it's kind of shedding. But I won't be mad at that because brushes shed all the time. So can't be mad at this. As long as it's not a lot and it doesn't like start falling apart. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the bottom of the heart to do my concealer under my eye. No, but I'm not mad at how it worked. I don't feel like I got that much coverage under my eyes with this, which I feel like isn't the Blendiful's fault. So I'm going to put a little bit more just because I feel like I want to hide these dark circles. Okay, and here's what it's looking like. Pretty dirty as opposed to the clean side. Okay, so there's that. And so I think I'm gonna go in and powder the rest of my face using the big one, the same end I was gonna use, and I'm gonna put my whole hand in there and I'm just gonna dab here and we're gonna go in. Why did I go over my contour? I don't know. I'm not mad at that, really not. So now I think I'm going to use this to set my contour. The AOA Studio Perfect in the color Chestnut. And I'm gonna try to take, I do have a couple little clean sides, so I'm gonna take this clean side and just swipe in there ever so lightly. And then I'm just gonna kind of pat over where my contour was. And I'm patting. See, this is what I mean by I don't feel like you need to use cream contour because you're gonna go in with a powder anyway. So it's kind of like, what's the point? Okay, and I feel like it's patting it out pretty good. I kind of messed up because I already wiped all that off. But that's just because I'm not used to using cream contour and then having to go in and recontour. So, you know, I kind of mess up on that step, but that's okay. It's still coming out really nice. Guys, I'm not mad at this Blendiful. I'm not. I'm really not. I really kind of like it. I like it more than I thought I was going to. Just want to blend out those harsh edges. And it looks really pretty in person. I don't know how you can see it in the camera, but I think it looks really pretty in person. I'm not mad at all. See, now doing the nose is going to be tricky. I don't know if I'm going to be a nose person because I just don't know how to get it down my nose without messing up. Because you got to pinch it and keep it pinched. So I'm just going to kind of do rubbing motion up and down my nose to set that contour. Alrighty, and then I'm going to take my finger like I do any other time and just make sure that I've blended it out. I am not mad at this at all. Not at all. Okay, I must say my face looks really good, in my opinion. In this mirror, my skin looks really good. And it feels like it's set down really well. It doesn't feel tacky at all. So I feel like it worked. I feel like, I'm not even gonna say. I'm just gonna go off camera and I'm gonna put on my eyes and do the rest of my face, and then I'm gonna come back and use the Jaclyn Luminous powder. I don't know why I can never remember the name of it, but yeah, I'm gonna come back and use that. So I will be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I went ahead and did the rest of my face, did my brows, my blush, all that good stuff. So I do think my skin looks really, really good. Looking in the mirror up close, I think it looks really, really good. Really good. So the lashes that I'm wearing are the Natalia lashes by AOA Studio. Natalia. They have the best stuff there. And so now I want to go in with the Jaclyn Luminous powder in the color Carrots. This I have been waiting for. I'm so excited to use this. So I think the packaging is beautiful. Some people were saying that this didn't feel as luxurious as they thought. I think it's a thick, heavy plastic. I think it feels good. I don't think it needs to be glass. And it's a nice thick plastic. So I think the packaging is gorgeous. So take off the little peely thing. And again, here's the box. Got my makeup on it, so forgive me. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. It's got the sifter. I'm gonna put a little bit in the lid. Okay, guys. I'm liking the color. Doesn't look too dark. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use my bling brush in the number F1 because it's a big fluffy brush and it's very soft. So I feel like you need a soft brush for this. So I'm really scared. Tap, 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 tap. And we're going in. Well, you know what? First, let me go ahead and do a little swatch on my hand. And let's see what that looks like. Okay. And when you blend it out, you get just a nice little sheen, which is what I want, a little subtle glow. That's really pretty. Okay, I like that. I just hope that me putting that all over my face is not gonna be too much. So I put on just a very little bit. I'm gonna start with my cheeks. Oh gosh. Oh, it is. Oh, it's really pretty. Oh my gosh, it does give a nice little glow. And I don't feel like it's too dark for me. I feel like I could use it all over my face. Just ever so lightly, not too rough. Just everywhere to make me have a nice shimmer. Oh my gosh. I do like it. I do, I do, I do, I do. I do, I do, I do like it. I do like it. I do. I like the little shimmer it's giving me. It's a very nice subtle glow. It's not too much, but very pretty. And I think I'm going to use it as my highlight just because I want to see what we're going to get using it as a highlight. I'm going to go in. Look at that. Look at that. You can use it as a highlight too, guys. Very subtle, but you can still use it. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. You can get double duty with this. I love the color. The color is perfect for me. And I think it's pretty as a highlight. It's very subtle, but it's very pretty as a highlight too. Now, if you're looking for a big bang, you know, you won't get that as a highlight, but it's not meant to be necessarily a highlight. But I think it is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see the sheen that it left on my face. I think it's gorgeous. In real life, I totally see it, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous, guys. It's everything I thought it was going to be. Okay, Jaclyn, I'm not mad at you for your luminous powder. Yes, it is definitely luminous on my skin. I love the color Carrots. It's perfect for me. I love it. I'm very happy with this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get my hair right, and I'm going to come back and tell you my final thoughts. All right, guys, I'm back with the real final look. This wig I did a review on. It's an Amazon wig, and it's my last video that I recorded. So if you want to see what she's all about, and it's a 2-for-1, I got it in 2 different colors, go ahead and check that video out. Actually, I'll link it down below so that you can click on it, okay? So let me give you a final little slow-mo and then tell you what I think. Alrighty, guys, so if you can't tell, I love the Jaclyn Luminous powder in the color Carrots. I think it's beautiful. You can't really see it on camera as well as I'd like you to see it, but it is so super pretty, and it is exactly what I wanted it to be. So I definitely recommend that if you're looking for just like a subtle glow, not a blinding highlight, because it's not meant to be that. But you know, watching her reviews online, not just her, but other people, the other powders are like blinding. So if that's what you're looking for, get those. If you're looking for a subtle glow, get this one. And what do I think about Tati Beauty's new release of the Blendifuls? I like them. I really, really like it. I think my skin looks so pretty and so soft. And I mean, it really got into my pores with that poreless primer. It really, really did blur out my pores. Like from the minute I put it on, I could tell that my pores had blurred out. And I think that it was very easy to use. I don't think it's that dirty. It's no dirtier than what your beauty sponge would be. Actually, I think it looks better. I still have a little free space there. So, and you still have the other side. And I saw someone do this where they just flip this to the other side and then you have the whole other side. So really you can get a 2-for-1 use. You don't have to wash it every single time. So this I thought worked very well. Isn't that cute, the little heart? I think it worked very well using under my eye to do my concealer. So I would say you can use this with cream product as well. I don't see why not, because it's the same texture. This one's just a little firmer. And I did have a couple little sheds of this on my forehead, but that's not a big deal to me, because honestly, as long as it's not coming off every time I use it and it's all over the place, every brush you use sheds, most of them. So it's okay to have one little hair shedding off your brush. You know, I'm not mad at that. So in my opinion, I definitely would recommend this. It was very easy to use. It was very soft, very comfortable in my hand. I liked that I could put my whole hand in there to like powder my face. Yeah, so I definitely recommend them. I like them. I'll definitely keep using it, and I will use it in videos in the future too, so you guys can see me do that. So I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out. Please make sure that you leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about these. Do you have them? Are you going to get them? What do you think about the Jaclyn Luminous powder? Are you going to get it? Do you have it? Give me your opinions. And yeah, that's it. I just want to say, don't forget to subscribe, and please make sure you give me a thumbs up on this video, okay? The likes really do help me, so that gets me into the algorithm so that people will see my videos. So I will see you guys in my next video. I love you guys. Bye-bye.